Lastly, we'll start with the Albany stuff. A good town. You enjoying yourself here?
Yeah, no, it's been great. We've had a good time. We arrived yesterday and we head back later tonight, so we get a full 2 days here, and it's been great. Been terrific turnout. It's a big town, and it's been really great to be part of the community for a while.
Hey, does it ever shock you? I suppose you've been around for so long now, it probably doesn't. But when you come up here and there's just so much love for West Coast and footy in general?
Oh, look, I grew up in the country, so I know the support in the rural areas, and I know there's West Coast fans all over the state, and it's great to. I think the community camp's a great idea for us to get out there and make contact with the rural communities. It's good.
And captain again?
Captain again, mate, holding on, going around again. So it's been good. We've got Scotty Selwood come up and be vice captain along with Josh Kennedy, which is terrific. I think it's time, as Bowie's realised that it's time for him to focus on himself and get his body right, and hopefully we'll see him back playing some great footy this year.
That leadership group's been trimmed right down. Simo was saying yesterday he prefers a smaller group. Yep. Do you agree with that now?
Yeah, look, that's Simo's approach. It's been terrific. We had a bigger group last year, and it was a great opportunity for guys to get some exposure to the leadership stuff. But Simo wants it smaller, and that's the way he's gone, and I think it's great. It's a nice tight group, and there's still plenty. We need leadership from all the players, and there'll still be plenty of opportunities for guys to show that.
Did you have a chat with Bo about him stepping down before he announced it?
No, look, it was Bo's decision, and he came and spoke to us about it, and I think it was the right call. He's had an unbelievably unlucky run with injuries, and there is a time and a place where he's just got to focus on getting himself right and ready to go, and I think that's the best thing for the team.
So, and with that balance, the two vice captains are a little bit younger, obviously,
yep.
and then you're sort of the older guy. Yep. Is that sort of the way? Is that a good way to have it set up, do you think?
Oh, look, look, I think it is. We've got Coxie there as well. He's a very experienced leader as well. So, look, I think the leadership group being 5 is terrific. We'll be able to, have a big impact hopefully, and yeah, I think it's a good setup.
And obviously, the other big thing is you potentially becoming the longest serving captain. Is that something you've thought about?
No, it's not. No, so I'm not. I think it's my 7th year now. Is it? Eighth year this year. Yeah, 8th. So it's been good, but hopefully, I think there's plenty of great young leaders coming through. So we'll wait and see how it pans out.
When you first got the captaincy, it's sort of, I guess a lot of people thought that it might be a short-term thing for you. Yep. You took over in sort of difficult circumstances, that sort of thing. Did you have any idea that it would be this long that you'd have it?
Look, I hadn't really thought that far ahead, to be honest. At the time, took over, and like you said, it was a bit of a crossroads for the football club, and just been chipping away each year and trying to grow and develop, and the whole group has, and it's been a really good time, and I've enjoyed being captain. I don't find it a burden. So I'm looking forward to this year as well.
I know we asked Adam Simpson yesterday, or Ryan did, about the family club thing that seems to be coming up with the coaches. Has he sort of talked about the fact that the club is sort of becoming a little bit more of a family unit, and that sort of they're tapping into that sort of culture a bit?
Not particularly, no. I mean, Simo's got a young family himself, and as do some of the players now, and so I think that's just evolving, mate. It hasn't been a particular focus.
And team goals for this year, have you set them yet? Or
look, it's always about improvement, and it's very hard to know this time of year. How you're tracking. We think we're going along really well, but so will every other club in the comp. Everyone's working really hard. So, look, we think we can make some big improvement this year, and that'll be the aim.
How keen are you boys for the first hit out against Freo?
Yeah, really keen. So we've been training really hard and getting ready for the games, and we'll ramp training up a bit this week in preparation for it. But we're looking forward to it.
And pre-season can often drag on. It was a bit of a shorter one this year.
Yeah, look, I always loved pre-season, particularly now as I'm getting older. I get looked after a bit, but it's been good, and I think the boys' competitive instinct starting to come in, and we're looking forward to some games and some tackling and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And any kids stood out for you?
Look, it's been a good pre-season. I think Brad Shepherd's coming along really well, Elliot Yeo, plus a host of other players. So. I'm sure there'll be some opportunities in the NAB Cup, and guys can stake their claim for round 1.
Yeah, how does it feel? Because you've obviously been around the club for a while. It's almost a sort of reinvention at the moment. A whole new coaching staff, new players coming in. How does it feel for you?
Look, it's been terrific. I've really enjoyed the new coaching group, but you'll find each year, things change, evolve. Woosh wasn't the same coach for 12 years. We didn't do the same thing for 12 straight years. So there's always adjustments. There's always new things. So. That's pretty standard, but I've been enjoying it.
And in terms of the pecking order in defence this year, where do you think you find yourself?
No, pecking order, yeah, no idea, mate. Yeah, We'll wait and see. Obviously, Eric McKenzie's been taking the main target
Yeah.
for a number of years now, and I'll just float around where I can. So
We ask you, sorry, we ask you a lot, but is this it? Is this the last year?
could be, yeah. I've been saying that for the last 3 or 4 years that it could be, and I really don't know. But I wouldn't make a call until well into the season and see how things are tracking.
What decision making process is that for you? Is it all about body? Is it about where the team's at?
Yeah, all of those things, where the team's at, how I'm tracking mentally, physically, and of course the club has a say as well. So how things are going along there.
Darren, how do you see the club's list at the moment? Obviously with the new guys you picked up through the draft, and obviously the guys who are going to come back off injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, look, I see the list in great shape. I think we've got a good list, and we should see plenty of improvement, I think. Yeah, I don't think the issues around our list, if we can get our player availability right, then we should be a pretty good team.
And what's your program going to be like for the pre-season?
Yeah, look, I'll probably play a fair bit, I think. So we've got a couple of practice matches and just make a call. It's a bit hard to have it too planned. Injuries and all those sorts of things come into it, but I'll play some footy.
And do you have a bigger role with guys like Tom Barrass and Rowan Powell coming in, young key defenders?
Yeah, well, look, yeah, we do. We try to spend as much time as we can, but often as younger players, they have to manage their training loads. Those two have been injured, so I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with them so far.